There was an old dusty book written over 100 years ago that accurately predicted key events of the future. And no, this is not just a wild conspiracy theory, it's documented evidence. And the more you look into it, the creepier it gets. We're going to look into the bizarre case of Ingersoll Lockwood and his books that seem to have predicted the future with startling accuracy. So who was Ingersoll Lockwood? He was an American author, lawyer, and diplomat who lived in the 1800s. Primarily known for his children's books, he wrote a peculiar series featuring a character named Baron Trump. That's right, Trump. But it doesn't just stop there. The protagonist, Baron Trump, is an aristocratic young boy who lived in a place called Castle Trump, and he goes on various bizarre adventures guided by a strange manuscript. Lockwood's writing style was whimsical yet thought-provoking. His Baron Trump novels were meant to be satire, poking fun at societal issues of the time. But the unintentional predictions he made through his fictional world have drawn attention. Now there's a bunch of parallels here, and here's where it gets unsettling. The books written in the late 1800s describe Baron Trump as a boy who is restless, curious, and often feels out of place in his own world. His mentor is called Don. Actually, that's a true story. His mentor is called Don. And he sets off on a journey to find mystical land where time travel and alternate realities exist. Sound familiar? But wait, there's more. In the final book of the series titled The Last President, Lockwood describes the collapse of America after a polarizing and unconventional election. The novel opens up with New York City in chaos, with riots erupting over the election of a controversial outsider as president. And remember, this book was published in 1896. But what makes this even more mind-blowing are the subtle details. The novel describes the president residing in a high-rise building on Fifth Avenue in New York City. Yes, that's the same location where Trump Tower stands today. While this could all be a coincidence, the specific parallels are really hard to ignore. And there's been a ton of speculation about the eerie similarities between the books and recent events in modern American politics. Some say that Lockwood was a time traveler or had some sort of divine insight, and others think it was all just a strange coincidence. But even if you're a hardcore skeptic, you have to admit it's kind of weird. Scholars argue that fiction has always reflected societal fears and aspirations. Maybe Lockwood's vision was simply just an imaginative reflection of the political unrest of his time. Or perhaps it was a work of genius that somehow struck a nerve with the future. So why does this even matter? Well, aside from being an interesting piece of obscure history, it shows how fiction can sometimes eerily mirror reality. Is it just a matter of probability? Creative storytelling that happened to touch upon future themes? Or something more? The truth is, we may never know. But the fact that we're still talking about Lockwood's work today is proof of its enduring intrigue. Whether you believe in fate, coincidence, or something more profound, his books offer a fascinating glimpse into how art can reflect or predict life. So whether this was a visionary author ahead of his time, or lucky guesses, or something more mysterious, his writings leave us with a question. How much of our reality is already written, waiting to be discovered in the pages of some forgotten book? What do you think? Was Ingersoll Lockwood just a talented writer with a knack for coincidence? Or was there something deeper at play here? Comment below and let's talk about it. As always, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll talk to you later.